Okay, so this was the last patch's tier list, right? And the changes we're going through right now is Corki nerfs. But the Corki nerfs are so small that I think he's still really broken. So he's still God tier. Ash didn't get changed at all. She just got an extra item in Yantel that's possible to build. Kraken Runan's build is still the same. Yantel Runans or Yantel PD is completely fine to build as well. I think Ash is one of the only AD carries where going Yantel is decent, because it has good damage once you complete it, and on Ash you're so strong early game that you can plan your bases ahead. Besides that, Varus got buffed and Vayne got buffed. Vayne buffs is completely irrelevant. 10 extra damage on her ult, no matter the level, which is 1 extra longsword in your inventory, which is nothing. So Vayne just still stays down here. I think this champion is terrible. It's just not playable right now. Same for Twitch. I think new Yantel on Twitch is like a good idea, but I just don't think it works. And Twitch's win rate is like at an all-time low as well. Now, there's some champions that I think are a little bit better because of the changes. Obviously, Varus got buffed. I think Varus deserves a spot in A tier. He looks pretty good. 3 extra on damage per auto attack is kind of chill. I mean, all the other champions are just kind of like... The champions that are good against Varus are kind of nerfed, if you think about it. Because Varus is pretty shit when they can just perma wave clear in your face, but you can't wave clear anymore because Shift doesn't have a lot of wave clear anymore. So I think he moves up. Jinx is in an okay spot. I think Jinx, in my opinion, is blind. You just don't build Yantel on her. You just still go Collector IE build. Collector IE is really good. Probably the high tier champions. Now for the low tier champions, I don't think Zeri is C tier anymore. I think new Shift is fine on Zeri. Feels pretty good to play. So we move her up to B tier. Caitlyn I underrated last patch. I think Caitlyn is also pretty good. At least deserves a spot in A tier. I think Kog'Maw goes in an awkward spot where he's a good pick, but is he blindable? I don't think so. I think he's way too bad versus like poke champions like Ashe and Varus, like long range poke. So in my opinion, he moves to S counter, which means he's a good champion, but he needs to be used as a counter pick. Because if you play against fucking Ashe or Varus as Kog'Maw, you're not gonna enjoy your time. I think Kog'Maw is fine into, for example. So like if enemy picks Corki and you pick Kog'Maw, you're kind of chilling. Besides that, I think we overrated Syndra bot lane. She's okay. She probably deserves a spot in B tier, not A. Kaita, in my opinion, moves a spot down. There's no really good build path anymore. You can't get fast Q evolve since they nerfed Shift, which was the only item you can really do. The mana immune build kind of fucking sucks as well. And yeah, Smolder just loses against everyone that's above him. Like Smolder's absolutely the worst AD carry on bot lane this patch, I think. We just move him in D tier lowest. Now, is there any champion that I forgot that could be impacted by Shift changes? Sivir is counter for Ashe. Sivir is not an Ashe counter. Ashe is actually good versus Sivir. Because a good Ashe will always outrange the Sivir, outspace her. Yes, Sivir can block her ult, Sivir can block her W. But if you play well as Ashe, you're just gonna use your range and movement speed advantage, and Sivir can never play in lane. Unless you can actually get to the point where you wave clear, but that happens at a later point when she gets like 1 or 2 bases off and a few levels. Did I forget anything? So Jhin is like weird. Because Jhin used to be able to go for Shift, but I think now the Shift sucks on Jhin. Why? Because you need to auto-tech 3 times, and Jhin really does not like auto-teching 3 times within 8 seconds. Obviously, he can get 3 auto-techs off in 8 seconds, but it is really not that good on him anymore. And I think his only build path right now is Collector. So, therefore, I'm not sure if I want to move him down to B tier, because I still think like Jhin with Collector is good. Like Jhin with Collector is completely fine. I want to change the top list a little bit more, because I do think Caitlyn and Varus are good blind picks. We can put them in S blind. I want to make it a little bit more diverse. I do think all of these champions are pretty much viable to blind pick, and they don't really have a lot of bad lanes. Like Caitlyn is super good with Collector, nothing changes for her. Caitlyn is even better because Shift got nerfed for a lot of champions. And Caitlyn, as I said, like you want to pick wave clear to Caitlyn. Same for Varus. If you get wave clear against Varus, Ashe, Caitlyn, you're kind of chilling because you just clear the wave and they can't poke you under tower. But if you don't have wave clear, these champions excel at lane. So that's why I think we move them here. We could move Nyla 1 down maybe. Because I think Nyla sucks versus all of the S tier champions. Like I think they all outrange her too much and the counter picks are also pretty good with Nyla. Yeah, I think she deserves to be 1 spot down. And that should conclude the list. Guys, at some point, like Riot will fix it soon. Like they can't just keep making everything worse. Like I feel like this patch just nerfed like so many AD carries. Like Shiv got killed for like literally everyone besides Zeri, I feel like. Couldn't get an auto off. Pyke wants to look to EQ here, so we just need to stay back. Wait for the wave. Pyke is coming. I don't think they should keep chasing this. Ash is also full roaming now, so I'll just try to crash the wave and then base on the next Ken wave. Ash can't hold this, so I get a base. Yeah, very good. I get a free base on her. And now she either has to push and stay with bad condition versus item disadvantage, or she bases and loses minions. Bot gankable. We held the wave in front of the tower slightly, so it doesn't fully crash. Yeah, it's very good. That's what I'm talking about. No, don't take this. Don't take this. Well, he pulled it into the tower. We could have frozen, but Rakan pulled the minions into the tower. Well, shit. The TP fucked us over there, but I think it's somewhat okay because Ashe is still in the shit spot. She can't push out the next wave because it's a Ken wave. Little bro thinks it's in a montage or something. You can't win with my item advantage. Can we call here fully? Maybe Pyke will stop me. Okay, it seems like he doesn't know I'm here. We buy this. Actually, I like this more. Tabby's so good here. Why? Because they have 2 auto attackers on bot lane already, physical damage, auto attacker on top lane and jungle, and even echo auto attacks. And if you guys didn't know, it reduces echo's like 3rd auto attack as well. Because it just reduces attack enhancers, like as will Q as well, for example. Let's get the tower, and then we base for Ginsus. I cleansed too early. Yeah, Varus balanced this patch, trust me guys. Varus is really balanced this patch, trust me. Okay, I guess we still got it. Bro, Varus is so OP. What is my damage? Why is my damage so much higher? Just because of 3 on-hit damage extra. I guess it doubles because of my Ginsus. I mean, Borg is probably better than going Nashers, but Shadow Flame is still viable. Okay, that was a bad ult. Bro, I'm a full tank. What's happening? Bro, I'm not even surprised that enemy Varus couldn't fucking die last game. What is this, bro? Okay. Well, that was fun.